Mark well the children of the one below, the serpent's kin, for their touch will burn you as well, and their tongues will delude and deceive you. Hello, and welcome to Valley by Night. Brought to you, of course, by the Direbread Adventuring Company and us over at the Nerd Eternal Network. I'm your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me will be Duba playing Alexander, Rap playing Maeve, Decca playing Alexander, Sarah playing Jolene.
Apparently my character's
Blackjack.
What did I say?
Alexander.
Well, I've got y'all listed right. I don't know.
You're just tired, boss. It's alright.
You know, I kind of am. But anyway.
Uh-oh.
So where were we? Alright, so it's Duba with that. It's Duba playing. We'll just start over.
Okay.
It's Duba playing Alexander. It's Decca playing Blackjack. It's Rap playing Maeve. It's Sarah playing Jolene. And it's Eric playing Samuel. This is the problem with doing it live.
We should just switch around characters.
Well,
You don't want me to play. You don't want me to play Samuel.
You know?
Why not?
I think I kind of do.
Yeah, now that you say we don't want you to, you know.
Just for a session.
Our curiosity, totally piqued.
Alright, so let's see. What all went down last session?
Shit got
Samuel
fucked.
declared war.
We got a boogeyman.
Did you get a boogeyman, or did you get some kind of poser wannabe boogeyman?
We got like the first
Yes.
stage evolution of the boogeyman Pokemon.
It's like Boogie, or it's Boo.
It's Boo, Boogie, and then Boogeyman.
But yes, you caught someone hiding out in the back of Blackjack's truck. Blackjack got a little physical with him, and then Jolene just talked to him. One might say commanded him. She is, after all,
Strongly
Jolene,
persuaded.
Queen of the Thin Blood.
Gotta jab that in there with a knife.
It's probably not the last time it'll come up in the session.
I mean, the sheriff already said you were Queen of the Thin Blood, so I mean...
So that sounds like it's coming from somebody official, so, you know.
Don't want that throne, man.
Thus we get to the real plot, the civil war between the Prince and the Queen of the Thin Bloods.
Oh no.
It's gonna be a short session, bro.
Well, it's really just a race. Can she get out of town before he catches her?
If it's during the day, yes.
You
Steal
say that.
Samuel's bike.
Now I just picture Jolene driving out of town. She looks up and there's someone on fire running up behind her car.
Yelling out the back of the, yelling out the window. I think this is a masquerade breach. I'm not sure.
No, it's okay for someone to be on fire. We'll just say, there was an accident.
Yeah, totally.
A unique accident, but an accident all the same.
So anyway, they took this guy to an Elysium, questioned him, called in the police, or no, not the police, but the sheriff. While some of that was going on, Samuel was talking to Abla, who had questions about your previous encounter with this group. She seemed to have some clue who or what they probably were. Questioning the prisoner, verify that indeed it is a bloodline known as the Bali. Their reputation is that of basically like devil or demon worshippers. They have been kind of the boogeyman through kindred history. Most modern kindred will claim they either that they never existed, that they were always just an excuse used by the Assamites or one or two of the other clans for some of their shenanigans. or that they were an old bloodline that's long extinct. The prisoner was apparently a member of another clan that has joined the Bali. Abla pointed out to you that there are rumors that the Bali have some sort of blood sorcery or ritual or something that they can indeed convert people to their bloodline. She has no idea if that's true or if it's just, a lie they tell to get other members of other clans kind of into their cult or whatever. Apparently, historically speaking, the Assamites tended to kill them more than study them, so she's not sure. But, so he's in the custody of the sheriff now. So it's safe to say the prince and the Primogen will be aware of what's going on. It has been the Bali that have been kidnapping Thin Bloods. Let's see. Can anybody think of anything else particularly relevant? That popped up?
Thin Blood stuff, but that's also not. Kidding.
Okay. In that case, we are going to... A couple of days will have passed. So if any of you want to make quick hunting rolls where you've hunted somewhere in this time, in the downtime, that's fine. I think there was something Samuel was going to do that me and him had briefly brought up after session last week.
I also PM'd you something.
Oh yes, I
Yeah,
forgot about that.
He was gonna go look for Jolene's car to get it repaired.
So we'll say that probably happened the next night. When you show up, because I believe Jolene, you had stashed the damaged car behind the antique shop.
Behind the antique shop, yep.
Okay.
Tossed a tarp on it, gave it an affectionate pat, and we're like, "You'll be okay here.
Just rest.
okay.
So yeah,
It's okay."
Samuel, when you go and look for her car, it is not there.
Alexander.
Yes, sir? How can I help you tonight?
Need you at the usual place, ASAP.
Oh, of course. I'll be there post haste.
As he just scurries to the tunnels. Then pops up. Comes through his special door.
Yes. You need me?
Do you notice anything missing in the back?
Why, yes, actually. Did something happen to Jolene's vehicle this evening? Or...
What I called you here for.
Oh,
You have enough security on this place to probably put a military base to shame. Use it.
of course, one moment.
As he scurries over to the system and starts to...
As soon as y'all come inside, 'cause, the back door's got a bell on it, so Alexander can't surprise Bree.
Yeah.
So as soon as you walk in, Bree, sticks her head in the back. Oh, evening, bosses. Are y'all having a meeting tonight?
Currently, no. Just the two of us.
Yes.
Something apparently has happened.
Uh-oh. Anything I need to be concerned about?
Yeah, Bree, where's my car?
Actually, yes. Did you happen to notice anyone come and take Jolene's car yesterday?
Oh yeah, that was us.
Okay.
Well, I should say it was me. I mean, I didn't invite anybody else over here. I know this place is on the down low.
My friend.
Good.
I'm sorry, I should probably have told y'all. We wanted to be a surprise for Jolene, but I should probably mention it to y'all.
Well, if
Several of us have got together, put a little money together to kind of get it fixed up. one of the guys has a friend that owns a shop, so he can borrow the tools there. And Willard and a couple of the others were not professionally mechanics, but grew up working on cars. So, and luckily Jolene's is old enough that it doesn't have all the computer stuff that they couldn't handle. So they're just patching it up, replacing the windshield.
Right.
I'm sorry, boss. I didn't mean to panic y'all.
Gonna make Jolene ugly cry.
Well, I was honestly about to go hunting.
Yeah, and like I said, I cranked her up and drove her somewhere else. I didn't,
Good.
Nobody knows about this place. I mean, they know I've got a job somewhere, but
He'll pause, reach into his coat to pull out a small book, writes in it, tears off a sheet of paper. He'll hand it over to Bree as a check is written out for $7,500.
whoa.
Bree got a raise.
Use as much of that as you need to for repairs.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's mostly just a little, body damage, and got to repaint, match up the paint on the back. Yeah.
Yes, and the rest is for taking care of one of my own.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I mean, she's one of ours too.
Yes, but I consider her as my daughter.
Oh. I mean, I knew y'all were tied.
I did not sire her, but she is my daughter all the same.
That's really sweet. You keep doing stuff like that, it's gonna be hard for me to remember what a scary MFer you are.
Well,
Bree, wanna watch him light on fire?
yeah.
Okay, now I remember.
Yeah.
I'll be in the front room
Yeah.
refilling the fire extinguishers.
When are these sprinkler systems installed, guys? This is nice.
Samuel walks it on fire. The whole room just turns into like a fog house as the sprinklers keep like all the steam coming off from him, just like
And water and
immolating.
steam is great for antiques.
Yeah, I
Nice
know, right?
dawn.
Foam ones.
Foam. Oh god. He walks into a room. The entire front store goes with foam. Good grief.
Alexander would be pissed because God knows what that stuff does to electronics.
Oh, it's horrible.
What y'all would need is the ones that spray the inert gas.
Yeah,
That would put out fire, it would kill human intruders, it wouldn't do anything to any of y'all.
that's very true.
Just like shoot out carbon monoxide.
Alexander, get on that. He just grins slightly. And it's like, well, I hope you don't ever have to draw that side of me out.
I don't plan to.
Good, because somebody else already has.
Since I'm here, I'll review the cameras anyway, see what I can
Good. Considering we had people who were stalking her last night, trying to find where the rest of them were.
That gets Burberry's attention.
Really good funds we can find.
Somebody went after Jolene?
Yes.
She did tell Eddie, so it might have made it through the grapevine.
Well, this is the next day, so it depends, He may not have quite got around everybody yet.
Tell me, Bree, what do you know of the Bali? Or have you heard of them at all?
I don't think I've ever heard of them.
They are the kindred equivalent of the boogeyman, so to speak.
Oh, so the monsters have monsters. Great.
Yes. And they are apparently here in the city, kidnapping and probably draining the Thin Bloods. Because they want your blood to awaken some kind of a beast that they believe sleeps under the city.
Wouldn't regular vampire blood be better for that? I mean, y'all
Apparently
tend to be
it's... Well, it's apparently because of Ural's connection to the end times, according to stories.
She kind of rolls her eyes at that. That she's heard of.
Yes. So.
But she's okay. Okay.
She is, yes.
Oh.
Blackjack protected her fairly well. And by protected her, apparently he decided to use his truck as a blunt force object.
Oh, it's one of the older ones. Probably still got a steel body on it. Yeah.
I remember watching those things get made.
Your camera does not like your new setup so far.
No, it doesn't. But this is the perfect one to wear. If I just slouch, you still can see me.
Nonetheless, keep a wary eye out.
Oh well, we kind of been on high alert, but yeah, I definitely will.
We've brought it to the rest of the council's attention, so there should be more. Well, I will leave it as should be more immediate action being taken soon.
Yeah, you know. I know they don't care for us, but people mucking around with what's theirs, they might be concerned about.
Hence the ire of mine being drawn. Nonetheless, have a good night. I
Oh, you
have
too.
I have some rituals to finish.
You be
Well, I've
safe.
got some dusting to do, so I'll get to that too.
Right. Let's look through security, see what we have.
Yes, I assume, Alexander, you remember that there's apparently 6 of them that have been probing through our domain.
Yes, please.
Do keep an eye out for anything that seems suspicious towards what our new friend has mentioned. Goodbye, Natasha!
No. Yeah. It doesn't want to stay. I don't know why. Stay.
That's a
But-
nice ceiling.
Put something behind it, maybe? Prop up the...
It's propped up against the wall.
magic camera.
Put a wall behind the wall.
Put a wall behind the wall.
Because it's angled with like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah. That'd do it. And, do also keep an eye out for the Brat Pack. I would like as much ammunition I can level their way as possible.
Don't worry. I've been saving every little bit of information that comes my way.
I'll just pat him on the shoulder. More and more you're proving why it was a good idea to bring you in. Keep up the good work, Alexander.
Of course.
And Samuel's gonna head off to his house.
Got some blood rituals to do and cause a big bunch of holy fire.
I mean, maybe.
All right, so
I will say he is going to be attempting that Lure of Flames ritual again once the brief little time skip is finished,
Mhm.
just in case.
a couple
But,
days pass.
Alexander find anything?
He sees the Brat Pack cut through the domain a couple of times. They don't stop. I mean, it's the typical, they just cross the domain, get into another part of town.
Okay.
Now, let's see here. I believe, Blackjack, you had sent me... Yes, there it is. You sent a letter to the Seneschal.
Yeah. A very well written letter.
You get a letter back from one of his assistants. Let's see. Wait. It is basically the requirements, such as they are. In Huntsville, because the letter explains to you that, while it varies from city to city, from prince to prince, Prince Deschler does not require that you seek permission before ghouling someone. However, you are much like you would be for a child, or if you were allowed to create one. You're responsible for the ghoul.
Of course.
If they break the masquerade, it's like you broke the masquerade. Now, you get the impression from the way they word it that, if they broke the masquerade and you managed to cover it up and fix it and, take said ghoul out, you probably wouldn't get, staked out in the sun for it. But
Probably spend a good day and a half looking for, or the next night and a half looking for candidates.
But
How do you even post for that?
You don't.
Part of Indeed is that on?
well, prior to the existence of the Second Inquisition, some of the Nosferatu in the States had put together their own kind of underground internet thing.
The Shreknet.
I believe that's what it was called.
I remember. That was in Bloodlines. So basically, what he's going to do is, over the next night and a half, is kind of just go, look around, look at, just like kind of talk to some able-bodied people, see if they want, get the sense of if they're maybe dissatisfied with where they are in life. Maybe they want to try something, to do something more with themselves.
So all right, you say able-bodied people. Where exactly is Blackjack going to look for these people?
Not Maeve's Club. I
mean, you just run down to the unemployment office. I need 2 or 3 farm hands.
Probably a couple of, like...
work a small farm. Here's
like
what
a
I pay
dive
you.
bar.
Any benefits? Functional immortality?
Probably a dive bar.
Yeah,
Just
you don't
like-
really...
Big, tough people.
You find some big, tough people.
Blackjack is good at reading people. Or at least spurring them on to...
You
like,
find at least one guy in the bar that you think you could probably talk into taking the job. How trustworthy or reliable he would be is a little up in the air.
Well, that's why he would have his conversation with them. He's not going to do it right then and there. He's going to have a couple conversations, like an interview process.
Okay, you sit down with this guy.
Yeah. Have a...
You get talking to him, just chewing the
Casual
fat with somebody.
Yeah.
You find out he's out of work at the moment. His unemployment, he's running out. He got another month or 2 of it before there's any danger of it running out. He's got a record, so he's having a little trouble finding work.
What'd you get arrested for?
Assault.
Assault?
He apparently has a habit of getting in fights. Usually alcohol's involved.
I have one beer that I've been nursing the entire night. I mean, I tell you what, if you can hold that to yourself, I might have work for you.
Oh, what kind of job? He goes, it's been it's been 5-6 years since he got any trouble for that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd say it's it's real hands-on. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's farming, but I mean, it's honest work, and you get paid for it.
What you paying?
What am I paying?
That's what he asked.
Shit, I didn't think this out.
I didn't think I'd get this far. He's from the 70s, so what would he think of minimum wage as being?
$6.
It hasn't changed that much.
It's true to say it has not changed much in like the several decades.
Yeah. I'll be paying you well above minimum. And every now and again, you could take some of the crop home to, have for yourself, just a little bit.
All the potatoes you can eat.
Blackjack gets some. One of the cows is missing.
I will kill him. That's not a crop.
Oh god. That's the
Let's
sad
see.
thing, is that's so easy to just imagine, just like cows missing, Blackjack saying, I don't see Bessie, you son of a bitch.
But if you can do this for me, I will put in a good word with whoever may or may not need to hew it. That you deserve employment.
All right, you can miss him. He starts asking how big a farm is it, how many other people are working there.
You're the only one so far. I haven't been there a whole heck of a lot lately, but I have some sort of an evening irrigation system that's been keeping it going, keeping it afloat. But I would need someone during the day to do the day-to-day stuff, obviously.
Oh, okay. And just for the record, the minimum wage in 1979 was $3.10. Just random facts of it.
Y'all have any? Do you have any questions for me? I mean, it's potatoes. It ain't that hard. I just make sure the crops are in line. Everything's nice and sequential. Make sure the cows are taken care of.
He has a few questions. He hasn't really done a lot of farm work.
It's a good thing Blackjack's been farming for like 4 decades, so he's basically got a journal.
And he gets your address and all that jazz. When do you want him to start?
I'll tell you what. Well, meet me tomorrow night, and we'll hash out the officials.
Okay.
And I haven't gotten the sense, like you said, it's been months and so on and so forth. So that's when I would probably I'll let him work a couple days, see how it's working, and then if he turns out to be doing good service, I'll go.
Okay.
Trust but verify.
So for my session, we're jumping ahead 3 days at this point. Is there anything else? Anything the rest of you would particularly be doing in that 3 days?
Jolene would try to move all of her alchemy stuff from her apartment to... Fuck, where is she staying? I was gonna say she was gonna put it in her car, but apparently that's not happening.
My car got stolen. What the fuck, guys?
Guys, I'm gonna go have a breakdown. It's gonna be okay. Oh no, if no one tells her that and she just shows up at the shop, I'm just gonna leave my stuff here, Bree. I'll be back in an hour. I'm gonna go have that breakdown I've been working on all week. I'll be okay.
Oh yeah, no, and I'll tell you right now, Alexander would just have his Cheshire grin and not say a damn thing.
Thanks, man. Just yes, have that breakdown. Yeah.
So you show up with your box of stuff. Your car's gone. As soon as you walk inside, Ruby's like, because assuming you come in the back door, Ruby's like, "Don't panic. Don't panic. We've got some people working on it.
My. What?
The car. We've got
I-
some people
I-
working on it.
You see Alexander lean out the back room. Surprise!
What'd you? What? I was gonna get it fixed. I picked up a couple extra shifts. It would have been done end of the month.
Bree was like, you've done a lot of nice stuff for us. You've really been looking out for us.
I mean,
And it got
no,
messed
no,
up with you saving,
I mean,
Willard. So and he's pretty good. He's a pretty decent mechanic. So
Shit, y'all gonna make me cry.
By the end of that 3 days, you actually get it back, and it looks better than when you bought it.
Had like new car smell, air freshener in it.
Yep, they've patched up the inside. Any fabric, any of the fabric on the ceiling that was getting loose and starting to hang down, they've got it glued back up.
She might ugly cry a little bit, just like thanks, guys.
She's like, yeah, the guys were a little worried about being able to match up the paint on the back, getting the. But then, but then Samuel chipped in. It was like, just repaint the whole thing.
Unless he knew about it. Thanks.
Yeah. He came in. He came in kind of he came in a little angry when he first noticed it was missing. Thought somebody had stolen it.
Considering the shit that's been happening, that was where my head was going too. So I was about to be calling Eddie and be like, "Don't be trusting anyone in my car."
But they basically, and when they surprise you with it, it's. Actually, where were you staying these nights? Because you're not staying in your apartment.
Yeah, she ain't staying in her apartment. She's probably, honestly,
And the, oh, that's right. I think at the very end, I think Samuel was moving you into his spot temporarily.
She wouldn't have. She would have probably just cruised around, and when she first started out, she hid under her mom's trailer. Was waiting until it's like middle of the day, go under there and take a nap.
Because I know you were going to skip Eddie's hostel.
The Thin Blood Hostel.
Yes, the Thin Blood Hostel for fear of leading somebody back to him.
Yep. She'd wait until like the middle of the day, find somewhere.
But yeah, the Thin Bloods deliver your car probably at the Waffle House.
Oh, great! Her friend's gonna love that. Is it Laura?
I forget what that is.
Linda.
Linda.
Yeah.
She thinks
the
it's
end of the
very
summer,
sweet, that your buddies would chip in like that. And she makes a point of introducing herself to everybody. But all the Thin Bloods pretty much know you work at the Waffle House.
Yeah.
Only Bree knows about the antique shop.
The Waffle House she works at is at the Thin Blood Elysium.
Almost.
Okay, she's okay with that.
But so anyway, like I said, the 3 days later, sun sets. You all wake up. Give me the appropriate rolls for that. Right, Jolene don't get no hungrier. Alexander don't get no hungrier. Oh no, Alexander does.
Oh boy.
That's
but
fine.
Jack would hunt tonight.
I'm actually good on hunger, so I
Okay.
don't worry about hunting.
And like I said, we'll do the hunting rolls now, and they could be for this night, or you could have hunted,
Yeah.
in one of those intervening days. Just
Yeah, I would have hunted, like, just to keep myself topped off.
now I'm watching you. I'm imagining Blackjack walking through a pasture with a keg tap, just walking up to a cow. Boom.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one.
What was this one?
Let's
This is
see.
Survival Wits?
That sounds right because you are a.
Yeah, survival wits is if you're hunting. I think it was another one if you're.
I think it was animal.
Oh, Animal
Ken.
Ken, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I have a bonus to that because I am good at pacifying animals. Wits. 1. Oh shit!
Wow.
Wow.
You could not catch a cow that night.
Guess not.
Damn.
After a couple hours of not finding a fucking cow from someone else's farm, I'm like, sorry, Bethany. And I just tap my herd.
What it really is for some reason on Jones Valley Farm, there's a lot of people out. You know, even at night like that, there were a lot of people out and around.
Mhm.
You know, it wasn't that you didn't know where the cow was; you just couldn't get to the cow.
Yeah, I'll just tap my herd for the 2 points I have for it and bring me back down to 1.
All right. And did anybody else need to hunt?
Maybe
You could not
good right
possibly be worse
now.
than me.
All right. All right. In the intervening days, word has gotten around that the Bali are in town. The official stance is that it's likely some kind of Gehenna cult claiming to be the Bali. But that makes it's no less dangerous. It's an intruding group. They have been assaulting. They have been assaulting kindred in the city. What gets around does not specify that they've just been taking thin bloods. Let's see. So everybody is kind of on high alert. You're encouraged to report anybody you see that you don't recognize. You can, obviously any stranger in your domain you can stop and question, but though that's kind of a standard.
Citizen.
Kind of. Let's see. Nobody else has gone missing in this time. But as of this evening, Jolene, when you get up, under your mother's trailer or whatever, nice little pallet made under there.
Yep.
Roll me a. What would it be? Stealth and. I guess just dexterity, a stealth dexterity roll.
Any modifiers? Because she's probably done this before.
No, just a straight roll. Alright, with 2, nobody sees you crawling in. One of your mother's neighbors does see you crawling out one day, though.
Ma said she had some kind of leak under here. I was just checking.
Oh,
we can get
okay.
a plumber out.
They seem to accept the story. It makes a lot more sense than the idea that you'd be sleeping up in there. As long as you didn't crawl out with one of those sleeping caps or something.
Old-timey sleeping robe and cap.
Uh, Now, your mother does not live in the domain. Where was it? Where in town was it you said she was living?
I don't think we ever really decided where she lived, but yeah, considering the class of domain, probably not in the domain.
She probably lives up closer, more up in the north.
Yeah.
We're kind of on the outside edges. But you're mostly going and napping during the day, so you know.
Yeah, she makes sure to like get there well after the sun's up and leave well before the sun goes down. She like sets alarms just to be sure.
Oh yeah, your mother would never catch on to that. Why does an alarm keep going off? A muffled alarm keep going off?
No, like phone vibration alarm, and probably like sleeps with like under like a hat that she wears or something, like a stocking cap.
But so she was crawling out front of the thing with the bed head.
Well, like a like just a word escape, like just a knit stocking cap.
Called them toboggans when I was little. I don't know why.
Sure, toboggan. There's a pom pom on top of it.
But so that's working for right now.
Yep.
And as of the night before, you got your car, so getting to different parts of town is a lot easier now.
Probably start sleeping in that.
Random parking lots. That sounds super safe.
Living the dream, but living the dream.
Sleeping in a van down by the river.
Down by the river. Wait, do we have a river? No, okay.
Not in your domain, no. But you know, the Tennessee River does mark the southern border of the city. So anyway, what is the coterie doing this evening?
Wake up, double check the farm job, how it's looking.
He's not doing as good a job as you would do.
I can't fault him for that one. I've been doing this for 40 years.
He hasn't been doing it for 4 days yet, so.
Yeah.
You know, he's showing up every day. You know, you showed him the basics of what to do that first day. And he doesn't, you know, he doesn't get everything done in one day.
Of course.
You know, so you are figuring you'll probably need to hire somebody else.
And I'll take some. I'm gonna do my usual patrols, but after I finish off what he had left, I'll do my, because that's gonna bother the shit out of Blackjack if it doesn't get all the way done. Like, it's all right. He's doing his best. I'm gonna have to hire someone else. It's fine.
But you think you can probably get by with 2 guys rather than the 3 or so you were thinking about.
Yeah.
You know, unless you just want the extra.
No. I'm just trying to make sure the masquerade is upheld. I'm not trying to make money off of it. But then I'll just do my normal patrols around town around the farm area until someone needs me.
Alexander. When you get up, your conspiracy buddy has left you a message.
He will double check it.
Or he's left you a message within the last day or two, I mean. But you know, he spotted the Brat Pack car again. You know, he kind of talks the normal stuff he talks with you. He mentions that farm he was keeping an eye on. He's seen somebody out there working during the day now.
What's the day we're on right now?
Oh, let's see. Last session was Sunday, the 17th.
17th.
And we jumped 3 days, so it would be the 20th. Wednesday, I believe.
Wednesday 20th. Okay.
But so yeah, he's noticed somebody out there the last couple of days. So maybe he was worried about nothing because he's not sure how long he was sitting there, without anybody working it.
Oh yeah.
He had noticed it a couple of weeks ago, so maybe it just changed hands. They're just getting it up and running or something.
Yeah, he would mainly just kind of smile at the thought and notion, just like, yeah, there we go. Keep
Though the last line, as much as he is, or maybe somebody realized I was poking around. But let's see. Samuel, you were going to do the fire ritual thing.
Lure of flame.
Yes.
Lure of flames, thank you.
Gonna make that attempt.
Okay.
No whammies, no whammies.
First off, power. That'll be.
Ooh.
That's better.
That's a lot better.
That's a little
See,
bit
Yeah.
of Now, do you have to make a roll for performing the ritual, or do you just have to make the
Yeah.
frenzy check?
I have to make the frenzy check to even begin the portion of the magical portion of the ritual to
Okay.
not destroy the materials. And then I have to make the actual ritual roll.
Okay. All right. Well, with a 6, nothing would cause you to frenzy.
Now for the actual roll.
Oh, I saw green and I jumped. What?
It is a crit.
That's a
are two
crit
of 'em.
though.
8
that's a critical.
successes. Or is that 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right, because they don't actually count the crits. So that's actually 8 successes.
Yeah.
I think that worked.
Having embarrassed
Yeah.
yourself last time, you were determined this time.
Yeah. So he now has a coal that has drunk up all of the blood and kind of smolders a little bit as he'll get a he'll wrap it up in aluminum foil and then just put it in his pocket.
Because to activate it, you have to
It's
crush
on
the
fire.
coal, or you have to crush
Yeah.
it, right?
He has to crush it to release the flames inside. And he doesn't want to get his jacket dirty.
And you could probably crush it in the aluminum foil. Nothing leaks out except the flame.
Well, the flame leaks out of him. But yeah.
Now we have to go wreck shit.
Maybe.
This is my oh shit button. Don't make me hit my oh shit button.
Do you have to hit the oh shit button? What's the oh shit button?
Jolene, you don't get a call. Somebody comes by the Waffle House. Who would it be? Did I ever give a name to that one lady that seemed so taken with you at the Thin
One
Blood
that
Hostel?
Saw her when she had the stigmata bit.
Mhm,
Not that I recall.
Also, Jolene has a bloodstone on her.
Oh yes, you had it. You did hand her that,
Yes.
assuming she's willing to carry it around. Here, take this tracker.
Considering that Thimbas are being taken, then that way if they do take her, they could track them to where they're going. Yeah, she's going to carry around the bloodstone.
Here, swallow this. You don't need your digestive system.
Would that work?
No, you throw it back up like it was food. As a thin
But
blood, you
she's-
hold it down longer.
No, at her
She's
humanity,
lifelike.
she doesn't do that.
She has
Yeah.
a lifelike inhumanity.
Yeah.
8.
Okay.
So it'd just be like a normal human swallowing a tiny magnet.
Which isn't any better, really, honestly.
Well, yeah.
She'll just put it in her pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Cut your skin and slide it up under there and then heal it.
Hit the
No.
That probably wouldn't work when you healed it. It'd probably pop out. But anyway.
Kappa in the chat if you've ever eaten a magnet before.
Ooh, you could hide it in your sinus cavity.
No. She's just going to put it in her
That
pocket.
would be very
now.
uncomfortable for a person. For a vampire, it wouldn't matter.
Just put it in your shoe.
For now, while she's at work, it's in her pocket.
And when she's asleep, it's in her sock.
Or still in her pocket because she's probably sleeping in her clothes.
Yeah.
Gotta get that a full homeless effect.
Oh god.
She makes
Though,
sure to
you know,
change
you do
before
have a
meetings.
party haven, a coterie haven you could be hanging out in.
During the day, she probably drops by there, like, shower, change.
Does it have a shower in there?
Samuel helped furnish it. What do you think?
Yeah, make sure.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes showers help preserve the masquerade. So
Yeah, to
I'm
get the blood
imagining shower facilities, a dark room that you could camp out in if you had to.
Like a mini apartment underneath.
I'm imagining spare clothes for everybody. Probably not a wide selection, but something so, you know, when Jolene goes wild and just gorges on a deer, she's got something to change into.
off. Yeah.
When anyone has a carry moment.
Oh, let's see what would be a good name for our religious thin blood. So I run through names of women at work.
Mary?
A little too on the nose. It was the first name I thought of, too. Have we had a Becky yet?
No. Oh my god, Becky.
She's a little older than that.
So she would have known it when it came out.
Okay.
Probably thought it was a devil.
Now I'm picturing her as a church lady from Saturday Night Live. Thanks, Dick.
You're welcome.
Becky Madison. She swings by the Waffle House, and she was one of them that was there when they showed you your car. It's also when Burby let you know she had hot wired the car, but you know they got that all fixed up too.
Yes. Like,
She had a cousin that showed her how to do that one time.
Admiration for Bree up like 2 points.
Yeah, she had a cousin that showed her how to do that. And luckily, your car's old enough that it still works.
Yeah.
She said some of the newer ones, she doesn't think what she knows would work on it. But anyway, Miss Madison comes in.
Kind of gives you the thin blood nod.
She comes straight. She looks very concerned and is kind of beelining for you.
You alright, Becky? Want some coffee?
I'm fine. It's just Oh yes, I will take a cup of coffee. Thank you.
Okay. Hands her a mug and everything.
Have you heard from Eddie?
She'll check her phone to see if she gets her usual evening text.
You have not tonight.
Oh, motherfucker, don't you mess with Eddie.
She's like, you know, we saw him yesterday morning. And I mean, it seemed like a normal day. He said he had, he was going out and he had some stuff he had to take care of, and we haven't seen him since.
Did it say where it was going?
Mm-mm. That's not that's not too unusual. And when stuff was normal, we didn't. This wouldn't have been unusual. He didn't check in with everybody every day like we've been doing.
Yeah. Like Eddie's like everyone's check-in guy.
He has been since people started disappearing. And truthfully, since the Lupine thing.
Yeah.
But especially since people started going missing and we all moved down here.
Did he say what he was doing yesterday? Let's go talk outside, Becca. Linda, I'm gonna take my 15. I've got a friend drop by.
Okay, she leans over, kind of waves at Becky. Because she met Becky when they brought you your car. Doesn't call her name, so she may not remember her name.
Yeah. Make sure to be like around an area where like no one will hear him talking.
Okay. You get outside, you step to the edge, where you can see anybody approaching and you're not so close to the door that...
Did he say where he was going anywhere yesterday? Or?
No, he did. He didn't act like it was anything special going on. I mean, he was taking off a little earlier than usual, I guess, but...
Places closed, different hours, stuff. He had his phone with him and everything, right?
We assume so. We did. We've looked around the apartment. We didn't see it, so he must have taken it with him.
Okay.
We haven't seen his vehicle or anything.
Yeah. Just to be safe, until we hear from him, we may want to scatter from his place. If they get him, they're gonna find out where he holds down for the day. And everyone's there.
Would it be safer to stay there during the day and just make sure we've bugged out by night?
I don't know. I mean, they got ghouls, maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know. The folks that can stay up during the day may wanna take advantage of that. I mean, we might be able to find a couple of like hotel rooms. How much? I know Bree got a check. How much is it? She's gonna call Bree.
On Bree's personal phone or
if it's early
just the
enough,
antique
she's
shop.
gonna call the antique shop.
Yeah, this is relatively early in the evening.
Yeah, she's gonna call and see if Bree's still there.
You're working an early shift, so you were at work before sundown. Everybody else is just waking up kind of at this point.
Yeah, she'll give the store a call.
Okay, it rings a couple times. You hear Bree answer. Was it Primrose?
Evening Primrose
Antiques.
Hey, Bree, it's me.
Oh, hey, Jolene. Is there a problem?
Yeah. Can you give me a call back on your phone?
Sure. She clicks off. Just a second later, she's calling you back.
Picks it up. Hey, you heard from Eddie?
No, I have not heard from Eddie tonight. I mean, it's still early, so I hadn't really thought anything of it yet.
A lot of other people haven't heard from Eddie. And there's a lot of folks hanging out with Eddie.
Yeah, I was aware of that. Not exactly sure where, but I knew it was going on.
I hate to ask this of you. I know man in charge gave you a check. How much is left of that?
Let's see. We've still got about half of it, actually.
Think we could find some places for some folks to stay for the evening.
Oh, yeah, those folks Eddie was putting up.
Yeah, folks he had in town for that meetup he was holding.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how long that money.
Yeah, it's not a. I'm not thinking a long-term solution. I'm just thinking kind of a temporary solution.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll drop some texts.
Yeah.
I'll bug out of here just as soon as the shop's closed.
I got like a little bit of time left on my shift. I'll come over and catch the rest of your shift.
Okay, that'll be fine. But yeah, I'll start sending out. Have some people meet me.
If all else fails, put the close sign up earlier. I'll get in charge with the bosses.
But yeah, she's like, okay, let me get off here and start making some calls then.
Yeah. Just keep me in the loop.
You get off the phone with her, and Becky's kind of sitting there worried, or looking worried.
We're gonna figure it out. Were you? Yeah, she was. Yeah, she would know that she was one of the folks back at Cassadell Thin Blood. Start helping folks get stuff together. Bree is looking into places for folks to stay. Just we're gonna get it taken care of.
Okay. I'll head back and tell everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't let anyone be going out and about. As much as we all want to go looking, don't let people go out and be looking. If he got nabbed, we don't need no one else getting nabbed.
Okay. Do you think that's what happened?
I don't rightly know, but let's just play this as the worst case scenario. And if we find him later this evening, we can all have a big old laugh about this.
Or we can chew him out.
Oh no! If we find him later this evening, for just hanging out somewhere, they'll be chewing out. Or after we make sure he's okay, but they'll be chewing out.
Okay. She takes your hand. Thank you, Jolene. I feel a lot better about this now.
Gives the kind of, this is a little awkward, but just kind of pats her hand, like, figure it out.
And she heads off.
She'll go in, finish her shift, and then immediately head over to the Primrose. Probably send a text out. Hey, we having a meeting tonight? Or not a meeting. Hey, we getting together tonight? I know it's the 20th, so what day is it? 3 days. It's what, Wednesday, Thursday?
Wednesday, I believe. Wednesday night, Thursday morning.
I know it's a little bit early in the week for this, but we meeting up?
Alexander replies, "I'll be there in a little bit."
She'll text back. Ruby had some family stuff come up. She said she might have to bug out early. Don't be alarmed if she's not there.
Of course. And he'll, of course, get down there, use the back door.
Alright. The rest of y'all respond in the same manner?
Maeve.
I'll be there.
Maeve's gonna be like, on my way.
I'll be there.
Jolene will leave as soon as her shift's over.
Where's there? The Primrose?
Yeah, it's your usual meeting spot these days.
Yeah. Jolene will probably park her car a little bit from the Primrose and walk to the Primrose kind of back way. Because if she knows she's being followed, she doesn't want to have her car front and center out in front of the store, behind the store.
Yeah, because some of them probably got a pretty good view of the car.
Yeah, when they were shooting it and throwing fire at it, they probably got a good look at it.
So you slip in the back way. The little bell, ting. You hear Bree's voice up front. Is that you, Jolene?
Yep. Alexander ain't here yet? I thought he would have beat me here.
Well, you were in a car.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, I'm on foot.
1 foot in the sewers.
I mean, he gets some places faster because, he can travel, as the rat crawls or whatever. But,
As the rat crawls.
well, it's in a sewer,
That's
so it's not really.
fantastic.
You've never seen a crow in a sewer?
I don't know that I have.
I'm sure it's happened.
Under a research facility one time, but
I mean, I've never
Eating a
been in
potato.
sewer, so no.
but Alexander will arrive shortly after Bribri steps out.
Jolene will have thrown a little bit of her funds into the House Thin Blood Fund.
Oh, and she tells you what she's got figured out so far. They're gonna break them into about 3 groups and just put them in some little motels here and there.
Yeah. Whoever's got the most innocuous names and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Not all the spots are in the domain proper, but
Yeah. She'll get the information from her as far as like what hotels.
Oh yeah, and she does. She gives you that. She's even got the room numbers already reserved and stuff. So
Cool.
but you gotta head out to the probably the Valley Bend shopping center would probably be a good central meeting spot for them. And this early in the evening, there's still plenty of people running around there, so there's a crowd.
Yeah. Meet up at the Red Robin, have a meal.
Yum.
But so anyway, fairly quickly, assuming everybody heads out as soon as they get the text, everybody shows up at the Primrose, evening Primrose. All right, Jolene, you call the meeting.
This might just be nothing at all, but Eddie's been kind of in charge of kind of keeping tabs on everyone, and he's apparently disappeared.
Good at all.
I mean, that's not good.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you know when?
within the last 24 hours. They said he went out yesterday and hasn't come back.
Alexander,
Yes.
see if you can find anything.
Oh, of course.
Is Cassadell Thin Blood in the domain?
Yes, Cassadell Thin Blood
Okay.
is in the domain.
She will lean over and talk to, like, in Alexander's ear, give him the address, and just be like, that's where you want to start looking.
Let's see. Alexander needs to give me. Let's see. What would you do for surveillance? Technology. Intelligence. Let's go intelligence technology.
Would he get any bonuses because of all the fancy technology we've put up into the domain?
Yes, he would.
Goodness.
I'd say would the 3 dice in the chest help?
I was about to ask you how many dice y'all had in that. Yes.
We had 3, yeah.
So yes.
Add 3
So intelligence technology plus 3.
and modifier 3.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeet!
Oh no!
Wow.
Ooh,
Wow!
ooh.
9 dice, 2
So,
successes.
yeah.
That's unlucky.
For anybody watching
I-
that, yeah, 2 successes out of
Can you
9
willpower
dice.
that?
I mean, technically,
He can willpower up to 3. He can burn. He can take a temporary willpower damage and re-roll 3
Yeah, I'll
of those.
take the temporary willpower damage and do that. Just hit the willpower reroll.
Yes.
Yep. Slap the side of the computer like, come on!
I'm sorry.
How many dice am I allowed to reroll?
Up to three. Up to three.
3. Okay.
You know, can't reroll 100
Okay, so
dice.
there's
to get
That's better.
Okay.
Okay.
Four
Okay.
is four
At
is
least 2
respectable.
more successes.
That is more respectable, yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Fucking
just
dialogue.
out of 9 dice, I'm flipped off all but 2? Shit.
I mean, you got my dice from yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like roll 20. It's like you hit the button. You go, okay, roll
Not
20.
yesterday.
How many successes
last
do I
week.
get? And it just holds up the double deuce.
I was gonna say yesterday you did like 12v. Yesterday you did like 12v10. I don't want to hear it from you, Sam.
Anyway,
Yeah.
especially with her giving you the address, you spot his car, and presumably she could tell you what vehicle. Yeah.
Everything seems to be in order so far.
You see him leave the apartment. Well, you don't see him leave the apartment. You pick him up pretty quickly after, you know, in the neighborhood of the apartment. And you manage to track him, you know, pretty well. As he leaves the city.
Where the
Let me
fuck's he
see.
going?
He heads north for a bit. Cuts across. Kind of winds up leaving the city going northeast. Kind of like he was headed towards.
Going towards Hollywood.
I was gonna say Chattanooga, but you would pass through Hollywood, headed towards Chattanooga.
She's doing a little cussing because she remembers she told him where they thought they were taking him.
He seems to be alone in the car, so it's not like he was taking a squad with him or anything.
You're all right back there. You seem irritated.
I'm hoping he ain't doing any gung-ho shit.
I personally don't know the man, so I can't answer for what he may or may not do.
He's smart, but he can probably be stupid.
Oh dear, we can all be stupid.
Blackjack's ears are burning.
She's gonna try
Oh.
calling Eddie while all this is going on.
It goes straight to voicemail.
I know this is some CSI shit, but are we able to kind of figure out where a phone might be?
Well, yes. I just need the number and I can potentially track it.
Gives him Eddie's number.
Shall I roll again, same thing, or just no modifiers?
Yeah, it would still be. We'll go intelligence, technology. Yeah. You're going to need more than 4
Yeah.
successes, though. This is not a simple thing to do.
Oh, no. I understand that. Okay, so technology, intelligence, and no modifiers?
No
correct?
modifiers.
Please RNG, don't double deuce.
Deuce.
Again.
I can hear you through Maeve's headphones.
It's like mine cuts out, but you catch me on her.
All the time.
So, no, you're not able to. T-Mobile's apparently got better cybersecurity than you thought.
Yeah, it was an older phone too, so yeah, maybe.
He grumbles, and people get
Yeah, you got to be careful hacking into, the bigger companies. That might draw unwanted attention.
Why is this antique shop hacking into our stuff?
you didn't see
I'm sure y'all got a VPN up. Why is Switzerland hacking into T-Mobile? What's going on here?
it. I mean, hey, the Swedes want to know.
So anyway, and that all happened. Well, it was really, like like she mentioned, that was it's well before the sun goes down that he gets out and heads off like that. Or, excuse me, it was yesterday morning, so not too long after sunrise, I guess he got up.
It ain't like I'm just a... I could be worrying for nothing, but he's kind of everyone's keeper.
Of course, I understand that.
You know, we're shuffling around everyone else from his apartment just to be safe.
Oh, you have to do what you must do. Still, I do hate that this is happening.
That was very low whispering. What'd you say?
I said, though I do hate that this is happening.
Kind of get used to it as thin blood. Short end of the stick and all.
Sorry. I'm just used to people just not wanting to look at me too much.
Yeah, I've seen worse. Most people are ugly on the outside. You at least got a good inside.
We'll go with that, sure.
For one of our kind, I guess. Whatever.
Alright, so y'all know generally where Eddie was headed. You're pretty sure you know right where he was headed, but you have evidence of the general area he's headed towards.
What would you like to do? We have an idea.
I mean, personally, I would have liked to stake that fucking boogeyman out in the front yard, but that wasn't approved.
Not yet. We can always find out. But continue.
My responsibility. I'll go up and find his ass.
Keep in mind, you do have all of us. We can be of some use. You don't have to face your fears alone. Well,
I ain't scared of them. I mean, I'm a thin blood. I'm either gonna die by their hands or eventually probably by friggin' Scourge's hands.
The Scourge likes knives. Just throwing that out there. Carry on.
Figurative hands. Y'all can at least look respectable. Have we heard any... Why are y'all being so damn quiet?
Asking us?
Yeah.
You're talking with Alexander somewhere off to the side.
I thought we were all here.
I think
We're all
We
here.
are.
He's probably just it's probably just kind of the next room where the computers are, so it's probably not,
I
you know, doors shut or a lot
I
of
was about to say,
space.
he doesn't have it like set up
Yeah.
right there in dead center where everybody is. He's got it off like in a little
I
side
didn't.
room.
I didn't realize we weren't like all in the same room. Okay,
I
I'm
am-
sorry.
The way I'm picturing it is kind of the back room, and he's got his cubby hole over to the side with some equipment. But, you know, with a door he can shut, but he's probably not while it's... So everybody could probably hear y'all's conversation.
Oh, you know, everybody could probably hear us talking.
Okay.
And
then.
he's not being at a whisper to be like, hey, what he ain't doing that crap.
She's gonna poke her head out. So I'm gonna go drive up north and kick somebody's ass. I'll be back by sunup.
Not by yourself.
Yeah, by myself.
Absolutely not.
No, you're not going by yourself.
Totally going by myself.
No, you're not.
I got a car again. I could totally go by myself.
I could pop those tires real quick before you even get up to the car. No, you're not.
I could
had
just
those-
throw your car.
I just had that. Don't you fucking touch my car. I swear to God, I'll come over and I will shave every one of your
Jolene.
cows.
Hold it up like that.
What kind of threat is that? I will shave your cows.
Works for Blackjack.
Bethany, no!
Just shave like horrible, like vulgar things into him.
Just the hair on the head. Cut it in like an emo hairstyle or something.
Bowl cuts for all of them. What?
Just accept it's going to happen.
I don't even know where on that town he is, or if he's even in that town.
Y'all
How's his
had
phone?
you had the address of the safe house they were using.
Yep.
You had gotten that out of your prisoner.
Was that safe house in the domain though?
Well, you got a safe house in the domain, an abandoned house they were using, but you got an address up in Hollywood.
Can we look at that before we go in potions blazing?
What potions do you have handy?
Maid, she has. I'm assuming she's not got them in her apartment. She's probably storing them at the safe house currently. Because we have a fridge, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least a mini fridge.
Yeah. If not, she would have like put a mini fridge somewhere.
You open the fridge. There's your potions with leftover pizza on top of them.
Brie.
I say that. Thin Bloods probably don't actually eat. They just can.
On her, she has haze, compel, and lethal body. Stored, she has 2 haze, 1 envelop, 2 lethal body, 2 prowess, and compel.
So
She can store up to 10 potions and carry up to 3.
Okay. So you load up your bandolier with whatever you think you need.
Yeah, she'll probably do, considering she knows they're going against vamps, put the compel back and take a prowess one. So she'll have haze, prowess, and lethal body on her.
Okay.
They've all got nice little like label printer labels on them.
Do they say what they are, or do they use some kind of code words?
Probably just has like an initial like HLB.
Oh, come on. Lethal Body just says punch. Little red
Fist
food coloring,
potion.
so it,
It says BJ, and it's like really confusing for a sec.
I mean, if we I
You
put
put
like
some
the
food coloring in it, so it's like red, like Hawaiian punch, and you just put
well,
punch.
it's already using her blood, so
Oh, okay.
Better.
yeah. I put like what actual like stuff it has in it in my other damn book apparently.
But it's not important for right now. So.
Yeah.
How many vehicles are you taking in? Is everybody going, or are y'all splitting the party? Oh, Coterie.
I think we're all going.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're all going.
We in this bullshit together.
Alright. I don't think you can all load up in one car. Yeah, there's 5 of you. I don't know. It'd be tight.
If they wanted to get into Blackjack's truck, they probably could, but that's not gonna happen.
Jolene will offer up. Well, she'll look over. Considering mine got nailed by him, should we be taking my car?
No.
Figured that one. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it parked down.
Or does she just not want to take her car into the
She's
line
like,
of fire again?
Like, not again.
Into the
Not
literal
like
line of
this.
fire.
Not like these.
Alright, so y'all load up in some vehicles. I know Maeve's got a car. Blackjack has got both a truck and a car.
He's even taking
Everyone in the bug.
Well, the bug would hold more people, so you could buy probably just 2 vehicles. And of course, Sam's got a car.
the truck would hold 5 other people besides Blackjack.
It's not actually legal to ride in the back of trucks,
We get
Oh.
pulled over,
so it might
Yeah.
draw attention if somebody saw it.
considering we're going a good
Back there?
distance too.
But I'll be taking the bug.
Okay.
So I'd probably have Alexander ride with me if he wanted to.
I'd be fine with that. Wouldn't bother him.
All right, so quickly give me. All right, so sounds like we're taking 2 cars. We've got the Blackjack Bug, and who else? We're taking Samuel's car or Maeve's car.
If we have to get one repaired, which one's gonna?
Maeve's would be cheaper to get repaired.
If they're going out for some shenaniganry, Samuel should probably be on his bicycle or his motorcycle.
Then we'll just say
Picturing bicycle.
Yeah. Somehow keeping up with the car. What?
Celerity might let you do that, at least till the chain broke.
Yeah. No,
Only if that's Clarity.
All right,
no,
so we got
he'd be on his motorcycle with his sort of heavier, like, body armor equipment.
all right, so we got Blackjack and Alexander for sure in the Bug.
Stopping by Casa del Samuel for firearms.
Samuel's on the bike. So is Maeve taking her
Samuel.
car or?
Yeah.
So Samuel he'll keep his pistol with him. And that'd be about it, actually.
All right, I'm going to assume Jolene is probably riding with Maeve then.
Yep.
Blackjack has these guns.
Because he knows Jolene can pretty much match Blackjack and Maeve now.
What? That's optimistic.
Look, she's taking up alchemy and the sweet science.
Yeah.
I have the power of anime on my side and alchemy.
Hmm.
Just a Henry Cavill.
I think she's juicing.
I mean, technically.
Kinda.
All right, so y'all head off north, out of the city, leaving your domain completely undefended. Nothing bad will come from that.
Not entirely undefended.
She'll leave and before they leave, she'll call at least. She'll at least tell Bree, hey, we're running up north for some antiques tonight, so we'll check in when we get back.
Like north in town, or?
A little bit farther north.
Oh, okay.
Something Eddie had mentioned about seeing up north at a junk store.
Okay. Well, good luck. I hope you find what you're looking for, and come back
Me
with
too.
it.
Yeah. Keep an eyeball out. You know, double check the store for me. Make sure we locked it up. She's like under in her head, like, if you get my meaning.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
All right.
Since we haven't used it yet, Samuel will make use of the 2 points of contacts that we have
Mm-hmm.
for the coterie, and have them keeping an eye on things.
Okay. What form do you imagine your contacts taking? Is it local police? Is it somebody?
Big ass werewolves.
That'd be something. No, it's probably local police,
Okay.
since they have to blend in. Since we have the 3 and Lion
Okay.
and Lean, however you pronounce that.
Yeah. So basically, they'll keep their eyes out, and if anything weird they spot, they'll send you something.
Yeah.
Because these are mortal contacts, so they're not in the know about the weird stuff.
Yeah, they're not in the know, but having more people out and about and looking for things will make it harder for the supernatural to maintain, like, their veils or the masquerade or anything if people are out doing stuff.
Jolene's done what she can to activate the Thin Blood network or neighborhood watch committee.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it takes around an hour to get to Hollywood. You know, it's a decent little drive. But you have no issues, you know, leaving town. It's not like anybody jumps you on the road or anything.
Julian's happy for that.
Mm-hmm.
But so Hollywood, small town, up near the Alabama-Tennessee border. Not too far from Pittsburgh, which is just over the border in Tennessee. If I remember it right.
It's not any. There's not any prints in this area or anything, right?
No, as far as you know, nobody has declared praxis here.
Okay.
You know, nobody Camarilla, nobody Anarch.
Okay.
You know, there may have been a lone vampire or two just in the area. You'll get that in smaller communities sometimes, but this is not a large enough town for Kindred to feel like they're protected from lupines or anything else that might come through.
Mm.
But and the safe house address you've got is on kind of the outskirts, you know, kind of the edge of town. So it's a little more of a rural area.
Jolene will be keeping an eye out for Eddie's car.
Okay. Assuming you kind of case the neighborhood, go ahead and give me awareness. I think it is. Yeah.
Wits awareness?
Yes, wits awareness. Thank you.
Samuel will activate his heightened senses and do the same.
All right. So Jolene got 3 successes. And let's see. You got 4. Anybody else that's keeping an eye out can make rolls as well.
Awareness?
Yeah, it's wits awareness.
More successes. Uh-oh.
What do your special eyes see, Maeve?
Nothing.
All right, so nobody can see the dice roller. So Jolene got 3 successes. Samuel got 4. Blackjack got 4. And Maeve got 4 with a...
Do crits.
Yeah, but one of those is on the hunger dice.
Yeah.
So that is not a bestial failure. It's a... Crap, what do they call that? Which is weird because it's that thing I always wait for. And then when it happens, I can't remember what it's called.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Pretty
Well,
each
usually
day.
you all disappoint me, so yeah.
Or in Samuel's case, now I'm just gonna make sure it's a succession, but
Oh, well, whatever it is, it ain't worth spending the time looking for it. Unfortunately, it is an awareness check. And with the hunger dice being part of the crit, you know,
Yeah, I probably don't notice it.
Yeah,
or
something
anything.
something disadvantageous is supposed to happen,
Ooh,
but
puppy.
there's not much of a way for you to kind of frenzy or whatever
Yeah.
in an awareness check. So you're just so keyed up that you don't
Notice anything.
you know. What the other two that got 4 notice is a car parked. It's like off the side of the road and like actually pulled into the brush and kind of covered up.
Answer that.
Maeve sees it, but you're keyed up and not. It doesn't really register with you that that's the model of car Jolene said Eddie drove.
Yeah, it's just I'm looking for a car and I just glance over it.
Car.
You know,
Where's the car? Where's the car?
That's a bush.
Jolene, is that his car over there?
Jolene is in the same
You
car as
wouldn't
Maeve.
know because
That's right.
Maeve is in the car with.
I thought we were out already. My bad.
No, y'all like driving around casing the neighborhood kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So those of you that spotted it, do you pull over and check it out? Do you get on your cell phones? How do you do?
I'll just text the group chat. Be like, I think we got some. I think we got some.
Jolene sees the message being like turns around in the passenger seat, like looking for the other
And you
cars.
see blackjack slowly parked next to it, off to the side, not directly in front of Eddie's car. But
Maeve
off
has
to the
become
side.
cat.
She can assume an animal form.
Yeah.
While
I
driving.
mean, honestly, if I was gonna assume an animal form, or cat.
Yeah.
Behold the cat butt.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Maeve, and she like jerking her thumb backwards. They found something.
And she's gonna do a U-turn. And
Blackjack.
Go.
Blackjack
And it's
will
not-
park off.
park that.
And like I said, Maeve's keyed up, so it's kind of like, they found something.
Deja vu.
I've just been in this place before.
Folks out there, you're welcome.
Yeah. Don't get Josh and me
Can't stay
started.
anymore, or we'll get DCMA or GMCA.
I'm the
Well, you'd have to do a
categorized.
good enough job for it to realize what you were thinking. But
Damn.
That sounds like a challenge.
No, no.
I have been challenged.
Yeah,
so anyway, y'all get
Definitely
parked. You trot down to the edge of the road there. Jolene, you look the car over. It's clearly Eddie's car.
Any blood? Anything?
No, it's just like it was parked here.
Is there anything nearby? House or something?
Roll me. I keep having to pull up the skill list. Survival and wits.
Good at that. Did I get a bonus? No?
No.
What I'd ask. That is a crit. Haha.
What do you specialize? See.
Look at that, 2 10s in that roll.
So 3, 4, and then 5, 6 for the crit. So 6 successes. You realize, because y'all looked at maps of this place the first night it was mentioned, and probably on your phones before, or at the shop, or at the Primrose before y'all headed out. You're pretty sure they're, y'all are in a little wooded area that he kind of slipped into and parked. Road, wooded area, a little bit of pasture land, and then there's the address for the where the Bali are supposed to be staying.
They're taking the Thin Bloods to Isengard.
I don't know about that one.
And with that survival check, you notice, you notice some of the brush. You can tell somebody has walked through there.
I'm not saying it's Eddie, but I'm saying you walk that way towards. You see it over there.
With 6 successes, you couldn't sit there and go. It's obviously Eddie, no, but it does appear to be somebody left. Somebody from the car headed out cross country.
His car's here. The door's open. The door had to have opened and gone this direct route. Is all I'm saying. Yep. I'm not saying it was Eddie.
You've got some knockdown grass where he opened it, and some grass caught up in it where he shut it.
I'm gonna beat his ass when we find him.
So, are we 5-man in this? Are we calling ahead, or what's the play, Samuel?
Well, we certainly could. Between all of your strengths.
Not to be the pessimistic one, ain't gonna really get a big armor coming out to save Thin Bloods.
Well, I'll just put his hands in his jacket pocket. Seems like we go to war on our own then.
Cue the Mission Impossible music.
Yeah.
For some reason, they start wearing sunglasses even though it's night.
Doesn't affect my vision. It's fine.
Oh yeah, Samuel would be super familiar. Or not Samuel. Blackjack would be super familiar with that show. He'd probably still been alive when it was coming out. Pretty sure it was 70s.
Wait, which show?
Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah.
So I think it was the next thing Leonard Nimoy did after Star Trek. Alright, so how are y'all proceeding?
I feel like this is something we do to I feel like we try to be as quiet as we can headed up, but if something happens, something happens.
Indeed.
Is it at all foggy or anything, or?
Let's see. Not particularly, no.
Okay. Is it an area where fog would look obviously out of place? Or is it kind of like a low-lying area, or?
I want to say it's a little hilly around Hollywood, if I remember right.
Okay.
I'm pulling that straight from memory, so if somebody lives in Hollywood knows better, man, keep it to yourself, I don't care.
Don't break the illusion. Once we get closer, I can kind of give us some cover.
How big an area does your
Haze
cover?
It can cover up to 5 people as long as they stay nearby her. I'll link it in.
Okay. Filled with mist.
Of Texas allergies.
So haze isn't going to help you stealth up to it, per se.
No, but if people are trying to hit them with ranged
yes,
weapons, yes,
they'll know something's up. Werewolf game I was in, we had a guy, not the brightest player we ever had, truth be told, but we were approaching an oil rig that had spotlights out, and he could not understand why him throwing darkness up, they would still know where we were at. Because there's this little spot of shadow that's just traveling through the spotlight.
Yeah.
We, I think when he left the game, we actually burned his character sheet.
Oof.
No. I think we just tore his up. It was when his brother-in-law finally left that we actually burned it and celebrated. One of the guys brought a cake with a bunch of smiley face rings that I still have on display in my geek room.
Wow.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We've all had one of those games though. We've all had
Yeah,
one of those.
yeah, one of those players.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was the DM.
Oh, don't even get me started on some of the horror stories. We'll be here all night.
Yeah, he was in the werewolf game. It was not. It was the Eberron game I was running after that. That we finally actually quit in. But anyway,
All right, into the.
getting sidetracked here.
No.
Let's get back to our game of monsters, who are much
Boy.
nicer people.
Yes.
Mackie.
All right, so y'all are creeping up on this.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Did I say it was a farmhouse, or was that kind of a warehouse-looking thing? I'm trying to
I don't
remember.
recall you saying.
I mean, I think I just
Let's
gave.
think that-
I think I just gave you the address, and y'all could look up on Google Maps
Scroll.
for the kind of neighborhood. So unless Eric comes up with something out of his notes, we're just going to say it's a large.
No, I got nothing.
Looks like it's an old farmhouse. Pretty decent size. It's got a decent sized barn. There's no planted fields or anything.
Natives.
No. Looks like it's just looks like it probably hasn't been used as a farm in a decade and a half or so. But you've driven past half a dozen other houses like this in this area. Some of them still a functioning farm. Some of them just people just living there.
Yeah.
Lights are off, other than the security light outside. You don't see any cars in the driveway. Are you popping the mist as you go in?
If it's not like immediately foggy, and like if they pause and kind of look around to see if there's anyone outside.
Well, you don't see anybody outside.
She's gonna wait until a couple other folks confirm that there's like no one around. She'll like peek over, like back and forth, like mouthing it's outside.
Well, take a look, because heightened senses.
All right, since you got the heightened senses, you make the roll.
Why did my wits attribute move? It's weird.
Because
I guess.
Let's see. Now, does your heightened senses add to that roll?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I see now. You got 6 dice you roll. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I get 2 for my Auspix rating and an extra 1 dice because of my blood potency.
Okay.
Which actually, one thing about it, I am going to go ahead and do this as well.
What are you doing as well?
Going to use Blood of Potency. Whew, okay, I just passed.
And what does blood of potency do?
Increases my blood potency by 1.
Okay, so temporarily your abilities are kind of jacked up. Okay.
Yeah, it'll let me heal. It'll let me it'll rouse reroll level 2 and up powers. I can get 2 die from my blood surges.
About a does.
To wit,
It's not as many as
I
he
will
just rolled.
also rouse.
Okay. You do not get hungry.
I'm gonna put a point into wits and a point into resolve.
Okay. With your enhanced senses, you just barely spot something moving in the tree that's next to the house. It's like a big oak tree. Looks like it's been there forever. Let's see. It's March, so it's got. Let's see. March. It was a warm March, particularly then. So it's got a lot of leaf cover and stuff already. But there's something roughly man-sized up higher up in the tree that you catch it kind of shifting its weight.
Alexander.
Yeah.
Up over there in the trees. There's something about man-sized up there. Cloak yourself and go check that out.
And he'll. Well, let's see. Do the thing. Probably. Yeah, we'll try unseen passage. See what it gives me. I believe
Okay.
that causes it's a rouse check. So let's see what happens.
Alright.
I do believe I was successful in that.
Yes, you do not get any hungrier.
So now he just goes invisible as he hops up into the tree.
Well, are you trying to climb the tree, or are you just trying to get up under it?
He'll get up under it first, see if he sees anything. And if he can't see nothing, then he'll climb.
Once you get up under there, yeah, you can tell there's somebody or something up there.
Is there something I need to roll to probably get a better idea, or?
Go ahead and give me awareness wits.
Alright.
So vampires see in the dark pretty well, but I don't think you quite have like full dark vision.
Wow. Okay, man.
Yeah, you can't make it. You can tell where he's at, but you're not making out any real detail. From the ground. You can certainly climb up closer if you want to. Give me a
He'll
stealth
slow-
check if you're going to do that, though.
Yep. Stealth and what?
Dexterity. If you're trying to climb quiet. Let's see, this is...
Samuel, you can take your dice back.
I don't want them anymore.
Oh, you poor,
No.
poor man.
No, I don't. Unless
Almost
I
as soon as you
re-roll.
start climbing,
Mhm.
you make out enough of a silhouette you can tell its head snaps down at you. And its eyes are lit. But the light kind of flickers almost like candles. And whatever branch it's standing on, it steps off and plummets straight towards you.
And is there anything anything I can do to dodge out of the way or get out of its path?
Well, I guess if you want to, you could, let's see. There used to be a dodge. I think they put it into, I think dodge is athletics now. So if you want to roll a dexterity athletics. Now, you're going to try to maintain your obfuscation? Or are you going to let it drop so, everybody watching you, or watching the tree, sees where you're at?
As far as I know, the obfuscation... Let me roll this first.
Alright, so you roll the dodge, and it roll its melee as it's trying to hit you.
Let me look at my power here. Pardon me as it is.
And its strength is impressive. Alright.
Please hold where your dice are rolled.
For the sake of argument, since they are the only ones around, he will let the obfuscation drop so they can see him
Alright, so
and notice that something's at him.
So basically, you see Alexander suddenly becomes visible as he springs off the trunk of the tree. He was only 3 or 4 feet off the ground. The rest of you see this shadowy form drop out of the tree towards him. It appears to be humanoid. It has wings off of its back. As it comes down, even at a distance, you can see its mouth open. There's light pouring out of its mouth.
There's light.
Looks like it.
Jesus. That's freaking terrifying.
That's fucking new.
Right? I'm sitting
I'm
here
gonna
like,
stop
oh.
what Blackjack's gonna do, but that's new.
Alright, so you rolled 2. You rolled two successes on your dodge. So it only succeeded by 1.
Still wins.
Yes. So you take you take 1 superficial damage as it claws you. Do not half that. It is you actually take the full point.
Ooh.
Where
Ow.
vampires generally half superficial damage, it does not in this case. Which is how gangrel claws work. It's how werewolf claws work. It's how most supernatural creatures' attacks work.
Blackjack is charging.
Maeve is going to activate feral weapons.
While Blackjack's charging, he'll activate prowess.
And
So as you're moving forward, it came down. It claws him as he's jumping out, as Alexander's jumping out of the way. It lands in a crouch. When it straightens up, where you thought it was man-sized in the tree, it had actually apparently just been kind of scrunched together. The torso is, torso, head, looks normal guy. With his legs fully stretched out, it's oddly proportioned. It's got very long, kind of skinny legs.
It's easier to bring down.
Its arms are proportioned like the legs.
Look at all like the gargoyles.
In that it's got wings on its back, but no.
Okay.
It stretched out to its full height. This sucker is probably 8 feet tall.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, he's got like maybe 2 feet on Blackjack. It's fine. Activated
Its
prowess.
face, now that it's out of the tree, and you've got the security light, you can make out. It's got kind of a drawn-in, almost skeletal-looking face. Like the skin's just stretched tight around it.
Does it look like a demon?
Yeah, it could. Some artists would certainly draw it like that. As it opens its mouth, like I said, you've got got that flickering, almost looks like candlelight in its mouth and its eyes.
That fire, that potential fire is 2 feet away from me. I'm fine.
Okay. Jolene's gonna pop all 3 of her potions, like take the caps off and chug.
Stone cold.
So that's giving you haze.
Haste, prowess, lethal body.
Maeve is gonna go charging again after activating feral weapons.
Okay. You're far enough away. It's going to take you around to get there.
And following the other 2, she's throwing the haze out to kind of encompass all of them.
Would it take a round for Maeve to get there since she has celerity?
Does
Yeah.
Maeve have celerity?
Yes, she does. 1 point.
Does Blackjack have celerity?
No.
Okay. Now, does that ability does the increased speed on celerity, does that require a rouse roll?
I think it's passive.
I think it's passive. I will go up to look at it though.
Okay.
A second.
I think
But
it's
yes.
one of those things where you just generally faster.
But yes, if she's got that, she can get there this round.
Okay, I'm making rouse checks for activating my stuff.
No, it's free. Like I don't
Okay.
need to activate anything.
Yeah, I knew some of the lower level ones tend to be.
Yeah, they're free. She doesn't have 2 points into it. But...
Now, if she wants to pop her claws, that costs her.
No, I think her claws are also free.
I might be remembering the previous
Feral
editions.
weapon. Oh no, yeah, feral weapons 1 round check.
No. Now you've got them for the scene, and you can retract them and pop them back out all you want to for the scene. But okay, you don't get any hungry.
You get significantly hungrier, Sarah.
So yeah, you see that creature claw him, stand up, the flame, and then Maeve and just.
Yep.
I'm imagining hands thrown back as the claws come out, just full Naruto run. Because that's what you need in a horror game, is a Naruto run.
And it helps lighten the mood.
How hungry are you now?
Is Jolene
Jolene?
bleeding?
Yeah, Jolene's just suddenly bleeding from like her forehead and her hands now.
What?
Because I
Yep,
have to roll
like-
a rouse check for haze, and I have to roll a rouse check for lethal body. Or no,
And-
prowess.
Oh.
And I failed both of them.
What was your hunger going into this?
2.
Oh, it does get you up to 4. Yeah, 2 plus 2. Okay.
That'd be a
So
fun
you're
night,
going
huh?
in to fight the demon with full
Bleeding.
stigmata.
It feels appropriate. Feels I'm just working that Saint of the Thin Bloods vibe here.
Whoa. You've been declared Queen of the Thin Bloods, and now you're declaring
Now you're
yourself
going
patron
above.
saint of the Thin Bloods. Okay.
Becky started this.
I just imagine Jolie. Nobody tells Becky about this.
Yeah.
Nobody tells Becky about this. I swear to God.
Who's Becky?
Never mind. Go to-
No one tells no one about this. All right. So. I believe we start off with the players. The way initiative worked in this bad boy. Clearly, I need to run more combat so I remember this stuff better.
I was under the impression the storyteller was like, this makes more sense.
I'll be right back.
I know they greatly simplified it.
I mean, simplifying's a good thing.
Not well.
We are just here to throw hands.
All right, so going this round, Alexander and Maeve will get to interact directly with the creature, and it will get to retaliate.
Take down its legs.
Any of the rest of you that can do something at range, if you've got pistols on you, you can take shots. But to get like physically on him or involved will be next round. So Alexander's the most danger. We'll let him go first. Alexander, what you doing?
That is a good question. What am I This is actually my first time ever doing combat in this game. So wait, I have no idea what to do.
Are you sure? I thought hadn't I beaten you up before?
Yeah, you got attacked by a giant cat.
He got attacked, but he never did the
Yes.
attacking.
Oh, that's true.
Fought.
He was all
I
get
just
away.
ran. I literally spammed soaring leap to get as much distance as I could get from the cat.
Like Three Stooges playing in the background.
And then Maeve just tackles the cat down. Like it's nothing.
Poor kitty. So embarrassing.
I mean,
I brought Venny.
All right.
He's protecting.
So what does Alexander
Yeah,
want
I
to do?
have
Do you want to attack this guy? Do you want to run away from this guy?
I'm trying to think because I don't really feel like my character has much in the way of strength. He does not. He
Do
is
you not have potence?
No, I do. I have potence.
Well, let's see what you got in
Sweet.
potence.
What a miss.
All right, so you got potence
Fighting.
1. What does
You have a
potence
gun, you
1
can use
give
the gun.
you?
Bones 1 gives me soaring leap.
Okay, that's where you got the soaring leap.
Mm-hmm.
Do you pack a weapon?
Yes, a pistol. Since he's still up in...
Then you could shoot him, or you could soaring leap away, or run away, or
Swearing leap up to its eyes like a cat.
or fisticuffs.
Well, I have no dots in melee, so that probably wouldn't be smart.
That'll totally go your way.
I wouldn't say it would be smart. Might not be effective. Let's put it that way.
Well, melee's more like with weapons.
Yeah, brawl would be
Like
what
if
you'd
you
be
had
looking
a-
for anyway.
Yeah, I'm about to be like, melee is more like if you had a knife or a bat or something on you.
Is it possible to do a soaring leap to get distance and then pull out a pistol, or to have to just shoot him point blank?
I'd let you hop away and still take a shot.
Like midair.
Well, you draw. It's like you're drawing the gun as you spring away, and yeah, for cinematic
that's-
purposes, if you wanted to shoot in the air, that'd be fine. Or you could land and brace. However you want to do it.
Yeah, no, after being clawed and knowing that, oh, that wasn't just a light tickle, that actually hurt, his tail is hopping back and getting some distance, and as he is jumping backwards, he is pulling out his pistol, silenced, because I have no idea if any people are around to hear this, so for safety reasons, silence pistol, and he's going to pop some shots.
All right, that will be. We are going to say, since this thing kind of got a surprise on you, roll your firearms, and in this case, your composure.
Okay.
Next round, if it hasn't gotten up on you, you can use your dex if you prefer. But this is about, are you composed enough to line up your shot properly, or do you just yank out and start firing in panic?
Fair. No modifiers?
No modifiers.
I guess that's 3 successes technically?
No.
No, you have to roll
No.
2 10s for it to count as a crit.
Okay.
All right, but that's 2 successes. Let's see.
We shall wait to see what the
It clearly recognizes what a gun is, and it tries to get out of the way. Holy crap.
Oh no.
It gets out of the way.
But
No, it's just I rolled successes on every dice he rolled, so yeah. Just unusual.
okay.
Alright, Maeve, what are you going to do? As though I didn't know.
Attack him. With her claws. So I give you what? Brawl strength?
Yes.
I'll get up on him right as soon as he dodged. The gunshots.
Okay.
Okay. 2 successes.
And I
on
think
that.
you defend brawl with brawl. I think. I believe that's right. All right. All right, give me a roll. Oh, you did. Okay. I did not hear the little chime go. One, two, three. All right, so you run up at him. You take 2 big old swipes, and with that kind of long, thin build he's got, he just kind of rocks back. Kind of whip-like motions. Little wings on his back, kind of flaring out. Somebody asked before if he looked like a gargoyle. The wings are much smaller than the gargoyles. Like aerodynamically speaking, he shouldn't be able to fly with these.
The bumblebee.
Given what he is, who knows, or what he appears to be. But they kind of flap out and stuff while he's dodging. Oh, and then it's his go, and he will.
Okay, turn if you wanted to at range.
Do it now.
I don't know if Samuel was here when.
Oh, right. If
do it at
if
range.
any of you that have a ranged attack may take it this round.
Oh, we're taking my shot, so I kind of can't.
It was more towards Samuel than anything else.
Yeah, well, because we know Samuel's packing heat.
Yeah, he'll fire his pistol.
Okay.
My thing this turn is activating prowess and running.
Mm-hmm.
Potions and running. I'm getting hungry.
All right, so we got that on his dodge.
They survive this on the way back. It's like, can we stop for like a cow?
No.
Just a random cow.
And not your cow. Just along the side of the road. If we happen to pass a farm.
All right. Now, why am I not hearing? It's the second time somebody has rolled, and I have not heard the sound effect. Huh. Weird. Okay, so he got 2 successes on his dodge, but you got 3 successes, so you hit him with 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the gun you're using has a...
It's a silencer.
Yeah,
Silence pistol.
Silence pistol. All right.
Yep. So just a noise.
All right. So it's a light gun.
I think it's a +1. I think you said for the pistol. I remember the shotgun because that was a +3.
Yeah, you may be right. This fan-made screen I've got may have the wrong stuff. Because it's got... Well, we're going to go with the screen for right now. It's actually +2, so that's going to be 3.
Okay.
3 damage. Got some fortitude. Okay. The bullet definitely enters it. It definitely takes some damage. Right down. Okay. Not as much damage as like a human would take from this. It's clearly something more durable than that. But.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is its turn. Checking the chat. Oh, we didn't post it. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, so it needs its result. Plus its. Alright. Maeve, you're right up on it. You know, you try to claw it, it steps back, it looks down at you, it opens its mouth wide. And a gout of flame breathes out towards you.
Okay. What do I roll? Athletics dexterity to dodge it?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, it's essentially a physical attack sort of thing.
Do again. Don't like me.
Alright.
At all.
So it beat you by 2. Let's see, 1 plus the... So it beat you by 2. It's got a +1 on it. So it does 3 points of aggravated damage to you. Unless you've got a fortitude ability or something that lets you...
I do have fortitude.
Do you have an ability that lets you take aggravated with that, though?
I just had this opened. I moved from it, of course I did. Okay.
Basically, do you have the 3 in fortitude with Defy Bane?
No, I have the 2 in fortitude. I have toughness. But that's superficial damage.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you tougher, but it doesn't help you with aggravated.
That was my next thing, was gonna put a point of fortitude.
Where now you have a definite reason why Maeve would want to focus on that.
Yeah.
So 3 aggravated, and give me a frenzy roll, both you and Alexander. Because Alexander... Wait, how far does Alexander hop?
He probably would hop the length of his ability.
I'm trying to remember, was that 10, 20 feet, or 30 feet, or what was that? Number of meters equal to 3 times their potence. What's your potence?
Just 1.
Alright. So 3 meters. Okay.
9 feet.
So that's still close enough. This much fire is going to freak you out a little bit. So give me the frenzy roll, which is it composure?
I rolled 4. I got 2 10s in my roll.
Okay, and hunger does not affect frenzies, I don't think.
Well, you got 2 10s, so that's technically 4 successes.
Yeah, 4 successes.
4 successes, you're fine. You could be walking around in sunlight, you wouldn't freak out. I mean, you'd be burning, but you wouldn't be freaking out.
It's fine.
Alexander got 2. This is not quite let's see. It's not quite well, we'll count it like a bonfire, I guess. Alright, so both of you are fine. It's fire, it's scary, and in Maeve's case, it really hurts. But, you know, both of you feel your beast kind of rear back from it, but you're in control.
Okay.
Then we'll let Maeve go first, and she's the one in most danger at the moment.
Okay. Just gonna attack again.
Okay.
Beats ass.
Big breath of flame, and then Maeve just comes diving out of the fire. And
Very.
Only if that's how it worked.
Ooh.
Apparently.
Crit.
No, that's bad because I fail.
Not in combat.
Not in combat?
No, that's a bestial critical. Meaning it's still a critical hit, but your beast takes control.
Which makes sense because you just got breathed on by fire.
Ah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that makes
does make
very logical
sense.
Alright, so that is 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a total of 7 successes.
I remember
Yes,
because this is what happened with Blackjack last time.
Probably going to suck for it.
Good.
Hey, y'all rolled up in his yard. You city folks rolling up in his yard, trying to sneak up on him.
He started it. He attacked Alexander.
Who was sneaking up on him in the middle of the night in his own yard.
There was no sign posted.
Doesn't say private property or anything.
Alright, so he got 4 successes, so he did pretty good. So that's 3. Do your claws have a plus to their damage, or is it just the straight?
Here, I will think print details. Oh,
+2 modifier, okay.
was I supposed to add the +2 modifier whenever I rolled?
No, that +2 goes straight to your damage. It counts like 2 extra successes.
Okay.
But you have to actually roll a success for it to.
Okay. Well,
Alright, so you beat him by 3, which would be 3 damage. Plus those 2, that's 5 damage you do to him.
Yep.
Well, that you inflict. Now he's got his abilities that factor in theirs. So that is it's a decent bit of superficial damage he's taking. You don't get to half
We're doing
it.
superficial at least.
He doesn't get to half it.
I mean, she's gonna be taking like 3 weeks to get rid of this aggravated damage, so.
Oh yeah, but it's been around, so he heals that much of it back. Let's see. Maeve wouldn't notice it because she is basically
Up in his face.
well with the bestial critical. You're just in pure fight mode. Imagine a dog foaming at the mouth kind of thing. I mean, you're a vampire, so you probably don't actually foam at the mouth. You've just barely got together enough to probably not attack a friend if he walked up next to you. Alexander, you can see some of the wounds closing up. Not a lot of them. It's like you see like the bullet wound starts to seal up. But like the big claw marks Maeve made in him, yeah, those are hanging around. So, but it's clearly got some kind of regenerative ability. Let's see. Alexander or Blackjack? Who wants to go next?
Shoot.
Let Blackjack go.
Yeah, Blackjack's charging in, beating the fuck out of this thing.
What are you doing? Just beating him. That's all we doing.
Alright, make your BTF roll then.
Yeah.
Or BTFT.
Brawl strength,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then plus my dots in potion, which is 2.
Does that add to the dice roll or just to the damage?
I believe that's prowess in particular adds to the dice roll.
Okay. Carry on then.
5 successes.
Ooh.
Nice.
But only 110, so no.
Yeah,
good
yeah,
stuff.
I know. I was sad too.
1, 2.
It'd be hilarious if all of those were crits.
Everyone getting all up in this thing's business.
I mean, those
Part
five.
of me before he even says what the defending total is. Part of me wants to re-roll those 2 leftover dice.
Make your decision now before I tell you.
Hang on.
I'll do that willpower later, so.
Remember,
Huh?
fire.
That's true. Those are true. Okay, yeah, we'll let it rock.
Alright. Alright. He got 4 successes, so you beat him by 1. So it adds dice, so there's probably not a plus to the damage. So he takes another superficial. And you've got lethal body.
Yeah, lethal body.
Alright, so does that make it do aggravated?
I believe so. I think that's what we did last time, but it did make it do aggravated.
All right, so yeah, that's gonna be harder for him to heal then. So you make back up for what he healed, but that much of it is aggravated, so
I
he's not
have
gonna heal that
lethal
as quick.
body too.
Were you using it or your claws?
Huh? Oh, it's either the claws or the lethal body.
Well, you could activate them both, but I think it's a rouse check for each of them.
Lethal
Oh,
body's
okay.
past.
Oh.
Is lethal body
Well,
pass?
then-
Yes.
Because
Didn't you have aggravated damage for free?
Yeah.
Seems odd, but
Wait,
yeah, maybe.
I'm about to.
I have to look it up, and I can't load it. I can't load a 200-page PDF right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I have the PDF open, so I'm going down to it now.
Oh, you just have it there.
Yeah, I have it in my in blood powers.
Oh, very good.
Cost free.
Oh, okay. Huh.
So I
Ignore 1 level of armor per coat of the user.
Aggravated health damage to mortals if desired.
Right. So.
Okay.
I do ignore armor. That's
so then I would ignore armor too because I do have 1 point into it.
Okay. Well, that look
Thought
against
I
the
had
werewolf would have been
Maeve.
quite as impressive then. Oh, well. Alright. So, yeah.
socket in the
So,
mouth. It like kills over a little bit because of the rat's claws, and I just uppercut it once.
you can take kind of a half staggered step back. Alexander,
Yes, sir.
your go?
He is gonna take some more pop shots at it
Okay. Give me a roll.
this time. This time he'll be actually able to, not have to fight composure. So firearm dexterity.
Yes.
Here we go. Okay.
Not bad.
Alright, you got 2 successes, so you beat it by 2. Your weapon gives you a +2, so that's 4 more to it.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, it's got some sort of thick ichor coming out of those wounds now.
It's like it's like brackish.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give me some of that.
the flame from its eyes and its mouth, the flickering light.
Call it what it is.
It's where it was kind of flickering like a candle before. Now it's like a candle caught in the wind, where it's like it's almost going out and coming back.
Trying really hard not to sing that song.
It sounds like it's breathing hard. Let's see. Jolene was running up behind Blackjack, so Jolene.
All strength plus discipline.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have prowess up, yes.
Would be strength brawl plus the discipline with it.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't know how much brawl Jolene's got.
It could be worse.
It could be. Ooh. It only got 1 success.
Hey. And she does have lethal body too, so it hit the same.
Cling, cling.
Well, lethal body turns out is aggravated against mortals, so.
Or armor.
Oh, ignores 1 level of armor per potence level. Okay, gotcha. Much potency it had? Didn't have a whole lot of potence. It had some.
I had potence too. Or prowess too.
Yeah. Alright, so that is. And it goes down.
All right.
I don't trust that.
No one is more shocked than Jolene.
Your hand actually kind of penetrates into it. It's very, very warm in there.
Oh, that's oh god.
You pull out that Icarus, that hot Icarus boiling out. Steam is coming out of the wound.
She's scraping it into one of the empty vials of her potions.
I don't know what that is, but it might be useful.
Oh, hell yeah.
Demon Icar.
Is it still like writhing around, or is it like dead?
It's twitching slightly, and you can still see some of the wounds are slowly knitting back shut.
Okay.
Okay.
Blackjack immediately takes as it's down. Blackjack puts his boot on its throat.
Superficial
Probably
damage. Superficial damage.
take 10 off.
Superficial damage.
I'm just saying. I mean, most stuff can't walk around without its head.
I have to imagine with Maeve being in a near frenzy state that she's probably laying into it with her claws as well.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just holding it so it doesn't like go anywhere.
So you managed to dismember it in some manner.
Sure.
You know, remove its head.
Arm this way, leg that way, another
Like
arm the other way,
Wolverine.
legs the other place. Yeah, basically.
Like the flying monkeys did the poor scarecrow. So as you've dismembered it, there's a foul smell in the air now. Imagine something on par with a skunk, but also with a lot of sulfur in it.
Now that's rank.
Luckily, most of y'all don't have to breathe.
Jolene does it out of reflex and is like, ugh.
And the body begins melting away. It kind of... it's like the skin melts off and you see the muscle, and the muscle kind of melts off after that, and then it's just a bone. And then the bone
Kinda
just
like-
kind of starts fading away.
So as that happens, and Blackjack still has his like boot. It's probably the only thing left of it. It's like still boot on his throat. And he just like he's like skids it on the floor.
Where the body has melted, the grass is blackening in that area.
Matt.
Not
Oh,
just
that is
dying,
it.
but like it's going into, kind of dies and is sort of half rotted.
I might call that a demon.
Probably was.
Yeah, that seems accurate.
Are we still storming in, beating its ass?
Yes.
Onward and upward.
Jolene's got haze around him.
I'm trying to see what do I have to roll for like the aggravated damage. She took 3 fucking hits of fire.
You can take aggravated. You can make a roll to heal aggravated once a night, I believe.
It's 3 rouse checks.
And it's 3. Is it 3? Okay, I knew it was at least 2. And it's 3 rouse checks per aggravated you're trying to heal.
Probably not while we're here.
So to heal 1 aggravated, I have to roll 3 times.
Yep, aggravated's hard to get rid of, and you can only try it once a night. Because aggravated is rough.
Very rough. I was just looking for the page.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Samuel will, as they're continuing on, he'll send a text to Obla's burner phone,
Okay.
and he'll say, "Our mutual friends, partners, have taken what is mine. He told us where they were. Join me if you wish."
Where are you at?
He told you where their house was.
Oh, you've left the city. You're not alone, are you?
No. But we did dispatch a watchdog.
It's not a like it, right?
I'm on my way. I may bring a couple of friends.
Don't be surprised if there's fireworks.
Party.
Okay, so y'all are standing around. Maeve has calmed down where she was in kind of a near frenzy state.
We're moving on. Going forward.
Yep.
Okay. Still no lights on in the house. You still don't hear or see anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're carefully looking at any other trees, but you don't see
Is
anything
there any
else.
kind of like basement, like entry, like how some houses, older houses outside have a like root cellar?
You don't have like the the half slanted door. What you've got appears to be it's actually like stone steps going down, like somebody built a storm cellar up under the house.
I mean, do we want to go through the front door or
We could.
right into the belly?
Checking down there would probably be more efficient.
Want to fight our way up?
Well, if Abla and her friends get here in time, we could, if they are above us, we'd trap them in between us. There's nothing the Banu Hakim hate more than the Bali.
Well, yeah, the Tremere right up there. But
Somewhere in their thin bloods.
They like this one.
They can control that one, maybe.
Good luck with that.
How about we just pick a door?
Just go downstairs.
all right.
From Chilla.
You walk down. The other door is locked, but you got a couple of potence people, so you make short work of the door. It is reinforced. It is a very stout door.
Is it one of those things where it's like padlocked and just like pull off the padlock?
Actually, if I could, considering Samuel is fully connected to the Lure of Flames right now, he hasn't crushed the coal yet. But could he, just for thematic flair, just sort of reach up, grab the lock, and just like superheat and melt it?
No, you'd have to crush it to start doing actual
Yeah, I
physical
know.
stuff. And anything.
That'd be
Your potence
fun.
guys managed to knock the door off.
Okay, fine.
You step into an area that it makes you think of a storm shelter. It connects to the basement, but it's like the root cellar or whatever it is. But it's like this corner of it was reinforced, to withstand, tornadoes, sort of thing. Since we have a lot of those in this area. But you venture out further either into the root cellar, and there are cots. Nobody's owned any of them, but there are cots down here. There's the faint smell of blood in the air. It's kind of old, still enough to make Jolene hungry and in her current leaking state.
She's kind of like licking her fingers as they're walking around, like.
Waste not, want not. There's some tools down here, some ritual dagger-looking things. There's signs of the occult. But there's no body down here.
There's nobody living down here. Like no one.
No one that is currently
Well,
here.
I'd say living, but no one here active.
Right.
And no deceased bodies.
No. Like I said, you could smell some blood. And there's some, symbols traced in blood here and there. But
Given Samuel's knowledge of blood sorcery, how recent do they look?
Probably late last night. It's probably not anything they've done tonight, but late last night, early this morning.
Well, these thaumaturgical symbols are very recent. Either late last night or early this morning.
And there are, of course, stairs that lead up into the house.
Shall we
I
go
don't-
further?
I want to say I don't think we're gonna get any answers down here.
No.
Jolene will do a quick look around to make sure like there's no like other like personal stuff like anyone's phone or wallet or anything like that.
No, not down here.
Okay.
You venture upstairs.
Rolling an awareness just in case if he can hear anything down here.
Oh, okay.
It's a 4. It's only 110.
Just the usual sort of creakings of an old house.
Okay.
You move upstairs. The stairs lead up into the kitchen. Doesn't really look like it's being used. There's a refrigerator, but it's not currently plugged in. There's nothing in the cabinets but a few old, some old canned goods. Old enough that even the labels on some of them are faded. There is a stronger smell of blood coming from up here, though. You don't see anything in the kitchen itself, but
I vote we toucan Sam this and follow our nose.
Might as well.
uh,
Is the kitchen its own room?
yes, the kitchen is his own room.
He's gonna sort of stop, like, sort of against the wall by the doorway and listen to see if he can hear anything
Okay.
with more heightened senses. Because I'm gonna. Yeah.
Well, you got it.
Yeah. Five.
The smell of the blood is coming from the next room.
Let's see, that would be real strong to him too, actually.
Yeah, so and you hear occasional drips, like drops of water.
I'll just kind of peek around.
The living room it's a good sized room. It's actually kind of it was probably used. One side was probably used as kind of the dining area, and the living room kind of all as one big room. The dining area having like a tiled floor, where the living room area had carpet, so there's a split there. But the entire room appears to have been cleared of any furniture. Where you can tell there was carpet down in the living room. It's been peeled up, so you just got the hardwood and then the tile. You have arcane symbols kind of etched everywhere. And there's a body kind of strung up in one corner of the room. It's been partially flayed. And the dripping is coming from, there's still some blood leaking from the body.
Recognizable?
Pardon?
Recognizable?
You don't recognize the person. But yeah, I mean, the face is fairly untouched. Jolene, give me a...
Let's see, if it's Eddie, I have met him before.
Yeah, he's.
It is not
He's
Eddie. It is not Eddie. Yeah, everybody has met Eddie at some point. Jolene, you recognize it as one of the Thin Bloods, but you can't come up with a name off the top of your head. I want to say a couple of the Thin Bloods that disappeared. You might have heard the name, but didn't really know who it was.
Yeah, like knew him from the hostel, but
Well, this
Or
one
from
probably
like-
disappeared before that. But
like Thin Blood Weekly Book Club or something.
But by process of elimination, you can think of two of the Thin Bloods that this could be.
Shit. She's going over and she's gonna try and get the body down.
Yeah, you get blood all over you.
She's dripping it already.
Yeah, as you get the body down, like I said, partially flayed. You realize they have cut into the body from the back. The heart's been removed. But you get the body down.
Does she start like suckling on it?
No.
I don't know. You're at fault. I don't know.
Your beast wouldn't mind doing that.
Beast wouldn't mind doing it, but like, do I need to make a composure roll or anything?
Well, you're at a 4. Yeah, go ahead and give me a composure roll.
Any just straight composure?
Let's see.
Or like composure resolve or humanity maybe?
Can you roll that with your?
I don't know.
Alright, let's see here. Oh, is it composure or resolve? Because your hunger's at a 4.
Everything's coated in blood.
Yep. So I've got the difficulty listed here, but it doesn't actually say. Yeah, let's go with the resolve is probably a thing. Composure is more social. So let's go with resolve.
Just straight resolve?
It really feels like you should have something else to go with that, especially given how high the difficulty is.
Yeah. Resolve composure maybe? Or...
Yeah, do a combo resolve composure. There's not a skill that would factor into this. Both of those I can see working. Alright, so that is
4 out of 6 dice.
Alright, so that's 4 successes. Oh, I got my hopes up when I saw that green in the hunger dice.
I know.
You needed 3 successes, so you wind up with 4. So the beast wants to feed. There's blood right here. If it could talk, it'd be asking you what's wrong with you. This chick clearly doesn't need this anymore. But you restrain yourself.
She's gonna kind of like if the eyes are open, she's gonna close the eyes and she's just kind of chilling there for now.
The eyes were open. There's a look of horror on the face. You're pretty sure, at least at the start of this ceremony, they were still aware.
Yeah.
Let's see. Glancing around the room, Samuel, you notice some stuff thrown in the corner. Amongst it, you find a crushed cell phone.
Does it look familiar at all?
It's a flip phone. It's the typical sort of burner phone that all y'all tend to use.
Yeah.
Just off the top of your head, you couldn't tell whose it was or anything. But
does it have power?
I want to be that guy, but it's 9. I want to keep going. It's 9.
Yeah, I know. We're about to wrap up.
Okay.
Jolene, you look at it. It looks like the same model of phone Eddie used.
Is it openable? Like, does it have any power or anything? Or is it?
Yeah, no. Somebody crunched it pretty good. They definitely broke the battery and the screen and all.
Yeah. She just kind of takes it. And well, that's why Eddie wasn't answering his calls.
Yep. Oh, we're being raided.
Oh, like the worst time to be rated, but like, hello.
Hi.
Welcome, everybody. And we're done.
I mean, we can continue a little bit longer since we got raided.
Well, we got just a couple of minutes because a couple of things are about to happen.
Yeah.
So you're examining that. You're figuring out, okay, this is it. This is probably Eddie's phone. And about that time, you get a phone call.
She pulls out her phone so
Uh.
people can see the number on it.
It's Bribry's number.
Oh, fuck. She hands it to Samuel because she is in no state to talk right now.
Hello?
Jolene. Samuel? It's Joleno? We're in a lot of trouble down here.
What happened?
Did she tell you how and you hear like it sounds like some kind of fight going on in the background. Yeah, we split all the thin we split up into hey, let me roll a composure for her, see if she maintains proper
Etiquette
over the phone. She does. Okay. So she starts to say thin blood, only gets the thin out before she catches us in. We split everybody up into 3 groups. I don't know. I've lost contact with the other 2. They're here and after us. We've got some help. I don't know. I don't recognize them. Some woman is in here, and I mean, she just touched one of them, and he dropped. I mean, not like a punch, not like Blackjack would drop somebody. It's just, you know. And then you hear some gunfire in the background.
Phew.
Look, I don't know where y'all headed, but all hell is breaking loose here.
Where's here?
She rattles off the address of the motel they were staying in.
I'm not on the phone. I'm just.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Is it on speaker?
Where is here?
She rattles off the address of the motel. I mean, they are in the process of bugging out now.
Understood. We'll be back soon.
Please hurry.
Click. He'll hand the phone back to Jolene.
What's going on?
They're attacking this city. From the sounds of it, Abla and the other Banu Hakim are fighting back. But let's break some traffic laws.
Fuck yeah.
Alright.
The Pali brought hell to our city. It's time I make them experience it.
Alright, so y'all all run back and pile into your cars?
Yeah, he's getting on his bike and that thing's built for speed. He's cranking it up as high as the speedometer will go, and he is gone.
I don't know if the other 2 cars can keep up with you.
Nope.
Probably not.
They will try.
Yeah.
They will try, but they're not gonna get that far.
Alright.
Jolene's like, I hate to ask this. If we swing by the shop, I blew everything I had here.
And she's still leaking out of all her stigmatas are
And
still
she's
going.
leaking out. She's like, I can only probably... Shit. Well, would this be the same scene, or would it be a whole new scene when they get back to the city?
Oh, it'd definitely be a different scene when you get back to the city.
Yeah,
You're talking about at least an hour's drive to get there.
Yeah.
Well, at any kind of reasonable speed. Samuel may make it by in 45 minutes or so.
What about an unreasonable speed?
Ludicrous speed.
Well, that depends on whether or not the police catch you. But anyway, you've gotten this
That
phone
depends on
call.
whether or not the police can catch him.
So there's attacks going on in your domain at the very least. You don't know what's going on in the rest of the city. You have faced down a demon. You have found one of the Thin Bloods, having met the final death. And we will wrap here for the evening and come back next week. And find out kind of what the ball you've been up to while y'all were out of town.
Oh boy,
Oh,
we're
boy.
only gone for an hour.
We
The worst that
left
can
this. We walk back. It's like bringing pizza back, and everything's on fire. Literally.
Yeah.
It's gonna be by the time Samuel's done.
Samuel walks in, everything's on fire. He picks out the one or two things that isn't on fire, sets those on fire. Sometimes you need a clean start.
On fire.
So anyway, to anybody that hung out here with us the whole time, and we've got a decent. Well, of course we just had a raid, but still, even without that, we had a decent numbers, and then the raid.
Yeah.
Nice. Ending on a high note. So thank all y'all for coming by.
Come back next week.
Come back, yes, please come back next week. Hope y'all enjoyed it.
Real sport.
Hope my players enjoyed it. I know I did.
Hell
Just
yeah.
for the looks on faces sometimes. So again, I've been your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me has been Sarah playing Jolene, Eric playing Samuel, Duba playing Alexander, Deca playing Blackjack, and Rat playing Maeve. And I was about to skip all the what else is going on this week. I believe we've got Monster of the Week tomorrow, which should be the Cryptodora. We get the Cryptodora tour. Where V is supposed to have the entire tour done out.
Uh-huh.
We'll see. Thursday there is Descendant to Avernus.
Yep. We are playing.
Which is Maddie's D&D game. That'll wrap us up for the weekend.
For now.
Oh, yes, for now. Heath has
There is
mentioned another show coming, but I don't know any details.
Soon, TM. It's post-apocalyptic, and it's called The Stolen Cities. That's all we know about it.
Okay, don't know what system it's using or anything, just the genre. Okay.
Correct.
Sounds neat, though. Back on Monday with The Escorts, which is Heath's D&D game. And then we'll be back on Tuesday. So if you're interested in any of those things, check them out. And we will see y'all next time. Let's see where's my
Bye.
credits. You don't have to wave. I throw up the credits. They can't see you.
I don't care.
Too bad.
Listen, I was already waving before you threw the credits up.
Every game, I end like this.